Your healthy lifestyle. So, for today, we'll talk about the importance of healthy eating, exercise, and sleep. So, to start out, we'll talk about a balanced diet. So, there are five main food groups: fruits, grains, vegetables, protein, and dairy. And we can find out more information about these food groups by visiting choosemyplate.gov. So we'll start out by watching a video about breakfast around the world. And as you watch, think about what a healthy breakfast should look like. So with the five main food groups in mind, let's think about which of them do you eat most of each day? Would you say dairy, so things like milk, cheese, yogurt, or grains, things like bread, pasta, rice, protein, so meats, fish, chicken, tofu, vegetables, fruits. So, thinking about that, what does your current diet look like? Would you say it's well balanced? Are you eating from all five of the main food groups? Are you eating from mostly from one or two? And along with a healthy, balanced diet comes exercise. So, thinking about exercise, which of the following is most true about you? So, you may not be able to read them on my screen, so I'll read them out here. So, would you say, I do not exercise regularly, but I want to? Or, I do not exercise regularly because I do not want to? Or, I exercise regularly, but I do not like exercising? Or, I try to exercise when I can, but it might not be enough? Or, I love exercising and do it all of the time? So which one would you say is most true about you? So on the next slide, we're going to watch a video about the importance of exercise. And as you watch it, I want you to think about how you can use this information in your life to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
The victory of the underdog over the favored team, the last-minute penalty shot that wins the tournament, the high-energy training montages. Many people love to glorify victory on the playing field, cheer for favorite teams, and play sports. But here's a question. Should we be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually as good for us as we make it out to be, or just a fun and entertaining pastime? What does science have to say? First of all, it's well accepted that exercise is good for our bodies and minds, and that's definitely true. Exercising, especially when we're young, has all sorts of health benefits, like strengthening our bones, clearing out bad cholesterol from our arteries, and decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brains also release a number of chemicals when we work out, including endorphins. These natural hormones, which control pain and pleasure responses in the central nervous system, can lead to feelings of euphoria, or what's often called a runner's high. Increased endorphins and consistent physical activity in general can sharpen your focus and improve your mood and memory. So does that mean we get just as much benefit going to the gym 5 days a week as we would joining a team and competing? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Because it turns out that if you can find a sport and a team you like, studies show that there are all sorts of benefits that go beyond the physical and mental benefits of exercise alone. Some of the most significant are psychological benefits, both in the short and long term. Some of those come from the communal experience of being on a team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together towards a common goal. In addition, commitment to a team and doing something fun can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sport participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for up to 4 years. Meanwhile, your self-esteem and confidence can get a big boost. There are a few reasons for that. One is found in training. Just by working and working at skills, especially with a good coach, you reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even if I can't do something today, I can improve myself through practice and achieve it eventually. That mindset is useful in all walks of life. And then there's learning through failure, one of the most transformative long-term benefits of playing sports. The experience of coming to terms with defeat can build the resilience and self-awareness necessary to manage academic, social, and physical hurdles. So even if your team isn't winning all the time, or at all, there is a real benefit to your experience. Now, not everyone will enjoy every sport. Perhaps one team is too competitive or not competitive enough. It can also take time to find the sport that plays to your strengths. That's completely okay. But if you spend some time looking, you'll be able to find a sport that fits your individual needs. And if you do, there are so many benefits. You'll be a part of a supportive community. You'll be building your confidence. You'll be exercising your body and you'll be nurturing your mind. Not to mention having fun.
So, why do you think it's important to exercise? Think about that. Now, our last part is sleep. So, on the next slide, we're going to watch a video about the importance of sleep. And as you watch, I want you to think about how you can change your sleep habits to live a more healthy lifestyle. You can think of sleep as a tiny vacation.
We all love sleep, but most people don't get enough of it. Each year, the average American loses 11 days worth of productivity from lack of sleep. This sleepiness can lead to memory loss, difficulty concentrating, and lack of motivation. The average adult needs between 7 and 8 hours of sleep a night, but the quality of sleep matters too. Here are a few tips for getting the best rest possible. First, cool down your room. The best sleep, on average, happens when the surrounding environment is around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And you might fall asleep faster if you warm your body up just before bed. Coming out of, say, a warm shower into a cooler room causes a slight decrease in your body's temperature that can help make you drowsy by slowing down your metabolism. Even if you're tucked under a warm blanket, researchers find that a cool head is conducive to better sleep. Next, use light to your advantage. Your body has a natural sleep cycle regulated by exposure to light. So in the morning, get a nice dose of light to tell your brain that it's time to wake up. An hour before bed, dim lights and turn off screens. This cues the brain to prepare for sleep. Finally, if you want to get really serious about good sleep, you can incorporate herbs into your nighttime routine. You can either breathe in lavender oil before bed or put a lavender pillow on your eyes while you sleep. Now, this sounds really new agey, but the controlled trials done with lavender as a sleep aid actually really back up its benefits. The effect is likely stronger if you pair lavender with some other relaxing evening routine like journaling or meditation. So give these tips a try and see if better sleep can help improve your life during the day.
So what do you think is one negative impact of sleep deprivation? I mentioned many in the video. What do you think is one? Now, thinking about all the different areas that we've discussed, what changes do you think you can make to live a more healthy lifestyle? Is it diet? Could it be exercise? Could it be sleep? A little of all of them? And thanks. So here are a couple of different resources that you can use. Along with, in the description of this video, I'm going to be posting some resources related to our mental wellness. So if there's someone that you need to talk to or want to talk to or access, there are some phone numbers that you can call. There's also some resources on our diet and getting the different food that we may need to fuel our bodies. There's also some resources on exercise and sleep. And I hope that you'll be able to access those and find them helpful.